Hello and welcome to the Discover Dayton podcast, the show that's all about the Gem City's past, present, and future. My name is Arch Grieve and I'm your host, and today is the weekly news roundup. This episode was recorded on Saturday, March 12th. News roundups are where I read the news so you don't have to. Included in this week's episode are stories about a new dog park, Dayton police use of force, updates on some local basketball, and what you can do this week for St. Patrick's Day, so stay tuned. Well, if you thought there was a lot of rain last week, you're right. At the Dayton International Airport, they recorded 1.83 inches of rain on Monday, breaking the 1.48-inch record last set in 1995. The Deeds Point Dog Park is shutting down soon as the city recently voted to move the dog park to Triangle Park. The $400,000 contract is being handled by Outdoor Enterprise, Inc. and is expected to begin this April. Despite the fate of the most recently drawn congressional maps being up in the air, the Montgomery County Board of Elections has certified petitions for 4 congressional Democratic candidates seeking to unseat Republican Mike Turner later this fall, who's running unopposed in the Republican primary. David Israedi, Kirk Benjamin, Baxter Stapleton, and Jeff Hardenbrook all submitted petitions, all of which were certified. A report out by the Dayton Daily News shows that police use of force against citizens was down in 2020, except when it comes to black men. The police used force 169 times during 2020, which amounted to a 15% decline from the year before. However, 100 of those times, force was used against black men. The police underwent a reform process shortly after the George Floyd protests in 2020, which city leaders hope will reverse the trend moving forward. The city's Use of Force Committee was chaired by now Mayor Jeff Mims and State Representative Willis Blackshear, Jr. For transparency's sake, I was the mediator assigned to help facilitate the Use of Force Committee's process when I worked for the City of Dayton's Mediation Center. The City of Dayton also recently voted to approve a new development, Willow Hills, in northeast Dayton, which will bring over 100 new single-family ranch-style homes to the city. The developers, Oaks Trees Development, will be working with Ryan Homes on the project, and houses are expected to be somewhere in the range of $325,000 to $350,000. The first phase of the construction process should begin in June. The City of Dayton says that it may be receiving Ukrainian refugees soon. The city's status as a certified welcoming city means that it often takes in refugees, particularly during times of international unrest. City Commissioner Matt Joseph was quoted by WDTN as saying that these refugees are people who are fleeing wars and terrible things, and helping them out is the right thing to do, one way or another. The city is waiting on the federal government to determine whether and how many refugees will be resettled in Dayton. Next Friday, March 18th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., CICSA is hosting a community veterinary care clinic for low to no income pet owners to get care for their furry friends. The clinic will be held at the Dakota Center located at 33 Barnett Street in Dayton. Visit cicsa.org/communitycare to sign up for an appointment, which are first come, first served. The Tumbleweed Connection in the Oregon District closed abruptly due to a dispute between the bar's operator and the landlord, Shaney Family Limited Partnership and Michelle Shaney. Tumbleweed's operator, Tanya Atkinson, is suing the landlord, claiming that they changed the locks without notice. This took place right before St. Patrick's Day and the NCAA First Four tournament, both of which were expected to bring in a significant amount of business for the bar. Atkinson is seeking $75,000 in damages, which include a recent food delivery that they've been unable to access that's now spoiling inside the bar. In a Facebook post, Atkinson explained that she has 14 employees who are now looking for work that she's trying to help find new jobs. Scammers have recently been spoofing the Dayton Police Department's non-emergency phone number, 937-333-2677, to call people and ask for money. The Dayton Police issued a statement saying that they will never call and ask for or demand money over the phone, and to hang up and then dial that same number back in order to report the phone call. It's been an exciting week for basketball locally. At the high school level, Meadowdale High School won its first district title in 30 years last week, beating Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy 72-60 at the University of Cincinnati's Fifth Third Arena, so congratulations to them. At the college level, Wright State University won the Horizon League Championship this past week, coming from behind at a 16-point deficit to beat Northern Kentucky University by 1 point, 72-71. They're now moving on to the NCAA tournament for the fourth time, the last time being in 2018. The University of Dayton is also in the NCAA tournament this month and is a number 2 seed. They face off against the number 10 seed UMass Minutemen next Friday in Washington, D.C. In local baseball news, Dragons baseball tickets go on sale next Wednesday, March 16th for single-game tickets. The 2022 season will kick off on Friday, April 8th, with an opening game against the Fort Wayne Tin Caps here in Dayton. Tickets are available online at DaytonDragons.com. Tomorrow, this Sunday, is your last day to catch August Osage County at the Dayton Playhouse. Tickets are available at DaytonPlayhouse.com. Sunday is also your last day to see the popular Dear Evan Hansen at the Schuster Center, a 2018 Tony Award-winning Best Musical. Tickets are available at DaytonLive.org. Also on Sunday evening, there is a concert for Ukraine taking place at Blind Bob's. Brother Hill and the Hill Spirits, Benya Stewart, Harold Hensley, and John Gassett will all be performing. The cost is $10. And also happening tomorrow on Sunday, March 13th, is the return of the Big Hoopla Family Festival in downtown Dayton, which is a family-friendly event that celebrates the first 4 NCAA tournament taking place here in Dayton at the UD Arena on March 15th and 16th. There will be a lot going on, including live performances, food trucks, inflatables, and more. Students in grades K through 8 can also participate in the Big Hoopla STEM Challenge, which is free and takes place at the Convention Center from noon until 4:30 and will include educational activities, a hot shot contest, and more. Visit DaytonHoopla.com for more information. And of course, St. Patrick's Day is next week, and the Dublin Pub will be hosting its annual St. Patrick's Day party, which starts with a pre-party on March 16th, beginning at 5:30 p.m. On St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, the pub kicks off at 4:30 a.m. with a pre-check-in with a $10 cover, cash only. Doors don't actually open, though, until 5:30 a.m. They'll be serving breakfast and Guinness as soon as they open, and the first 100 people through will get a free St. Patrick's Day shirt. Entertainment begins at 7 a.m. and goes until 1 a.m. the next morning. Flanagan's Pub is also hosting a St. Patrick's Day celebration again on Thursday, starting at 9 a.m. and going until 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Later in the weekend, on Saturday, you can go to Lucky's St. Patrick's Day Bar Crawl, which will take place across 5 local bars. The cost is $20, and information can be found on their Facebook page. And finally, there's some more good news for the University of Dayton, as this week the Pride of Dayton Marching Band will perform in the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in Dublin, Ireland. The band was selected through a competitive process and was scheduled to play last year, but that was rescheduled to this year due to the pandemic. The parade will be live-streamed at www.rte.ie. That's all the news I have for you this week, but if there's something I missed or something that you want covered in a future episode, please reach out to me through our website at www.discoverdaytonpodcast.com or email us at discoverdaytonpodcast@gmail.com. If you got something out of this podcast, then please subscribe and consider giving us a review. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks so much for listening, and stay funky, Dayton.